It's Week 12 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 75 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Richardson off the play fake. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. His throw incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You look at this Jaguar defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now it's Richardson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. he's doing all the right things.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ron!
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion right is Pittman. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They begin on the ground with Garendo. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Now Thomas will come in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go!
Going quickly here to Thomas. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 2 and 8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Great job.
Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11, Agate. Hey, run. Here we go.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Take right open.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Indy set to go on offense once more. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you. when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. Richardson looking to throw this. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Garindo. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Garindo. And this time he is in. Yes. Isaac Garindo, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Kirk now, the return man. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out first and 10.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Take right open. Silver.
Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Hey, Lion. It's hot.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Handoff here, Guerrero. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That complete to Downs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Silver.
They start the second half here with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, son.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
13, loose.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, here's Garendo.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9. Now it's Garendo.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Now it's Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A give for Taylor running right side. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Browning, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Richardson. And the pressure gets to him again. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Richardson to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
This is 2nd and 8.
On the counter, here's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Ron. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Hey, Lion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ralph. Go, let's go. Red.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun on third down, Richardson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In motion right is Pittman.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. Broken tackle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Baron Browning able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Richardson.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. Stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Got his man. That's Davis.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Another run by Bigsby. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other.